Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet...
And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Let's go to the sideline now to hear more about that amazing performance MP had.
Well, we thought no one would ever top Wilt's 100 points in a game record. We were wrong. He went into triple digits recently, setting a new single-game scoring record. People are calling it the best performance in sports history. Unreal stuff, guys.
It was pretty unbelievable. We're sitting here stunned. Thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Davis is out there with Alexander Sarr. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Johnson in at the two-guard spot. And here's Young, following the three-pointer by MP. Another miss by Young. We're about 1 minute into the first. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to MP. Pass to McDaniels. MP dishes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by MP. Over in the corner, Edwards. McDaniels kicks to MP. It's Edwards on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 6 points.
Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Now here's Davis. 33 points last game. Pass to George. Down low. Will it go? And Davis lays it in.
Well, that was a critical bucket there because this game could have easily gotten out of hand early if they'd allowed the run to go on much longer.
Timberwolves passing it around. The three from MP. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here is Davis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Timberwolves leading by 13. MP finds McDaniel. Over in the corner, Edwards. The three from MP. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. A 1-for-5 start so far, not what they envisioned coming into this game.
McDaniels outside. MP against Young. Clock at 6. Left side, Edwards. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Young kicks to Johnson. Pass to Davis, looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This team is on quite a run. Here in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Wizards, Champagne's checked in, and it's Koulibaly in for Johnson. Now Sarr, 12 points his last outing. Pass to Champagne. High post, Davis. Clock at 4. Here's Koulibaly. Tries a three. And rebounded by McDaniels. Young against MP. The three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Back to McDaniels. Randall finds MP. And here's Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Alexander Walker's got 5 assists in the game. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Washington making some changes. Gill is checked in for Alexander Sarr. Riley comes in for Davis. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Trae Young. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Carrington, that's good.
And nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
MP passes to Dosunmu. Takes a three. And that's good. MP for 3. Alexander Walker's got 20 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Gill. Here's Carrington. Last game we saw him score 13. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carrington's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's MP. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Pass to Dosunmu. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. Carrington with the ball. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
MP has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Why even bring it in? And what? Alexander Sarr. He's checked in for Washington. Young comes in for Riley. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's MP in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Young drives in, and the shot goes down. He has 7.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Love the way MP goes for the floater here. I mean, that's a good decision on his part.
On the wing, Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Good, another from 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Young outside. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by MP.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Young for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. And there it is for him. MP's got 33 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Young. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
And how I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
Randall outside. Back to MP. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards kicks to MP. Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Reed with the defensive effort. MP outside. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Washington Wizards.
Where is the rebounding? They're getting pushed around and eaten alive. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's something they need to fix if they want to get back. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Sarr, and there's Davis, and it's George in at the small forward. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, man, that can be as difficult as anything.
For 3, Edwards. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Alexander Walker's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. On the wing, Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. Davis has got 6 points.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
And so MV will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Young for 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Johnson's shot is off.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
McDaniels passes to MP. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Randall finds Alexander Walker. And again for 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Randall outside. Back to MP. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. 3-pointer. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Left side, Davis. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a wide. Good. Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most 3-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. 13 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Randall. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to McDaniels. Kicks it out to MP. There's the triple. Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Johnson can't hit. Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for 3s in a season. Absolutely amazing. And again, Washington, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the...
Good! Another from 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. And the Timberwolves with possession. Here's Reed. No good with the triple. The Wizards shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Davis finds Young. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
The three from MP. Hits it again. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Minnesota on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 20-7 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man.
So they're making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
They've got MP. Dosumu is out there with Clark. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. It's Berger in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Young from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 24.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
The three from MP. Sinks the triple.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And so Young will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Over MP. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
And here's MP for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Wow. What can you say?
Young passes to George. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Outside, George, back to Young. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is good.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
Back to MP. The 3. And yep, another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And here's Young from the arc. MP grabs the miss. Clark right side. Timberwolves passing it around. Lets the 3 fly. MP again from deep.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Over in the corner, Dosumu. A 3 from MP. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Sarr's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. Pass to Berenger. MP outside. Over in the corner, Dosumu. MP outside. Jacks up a 3. Misses. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
You got the win, got yourself a double-double. Anything missing, MP? You want fries with that?
Man, I love your questions. And you know what? I do want those fries, Dominic Hamill. Win is always good, and I'm not out there thinking about my numbers when I'm playing. But, hey, it's nice to see all the stats I racked up. Lets me know I'm as dominant as I think I am. Lets the league know, too.
Sounds good, MP. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Dom. Thank you.
MP, what's going on, man?
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Minnesota, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And of course, Phoenix, back 10 games. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Then it's Williams, and it's Dunn in at the 4. You look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic, Doris. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, B.A. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything can happen.
Now here's McDaniels, and here's MP from outside. Connects from downtown.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Brooks outside. Pass to Booker. Out to the right wing. Here's Gillespie. Dunn right side. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Brooks, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Gillespie. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Shams, thanks very much.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Williams passes to Booker. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Booker's shot is good.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
Outside McDaniels. Back to MP. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Takes the 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Suns trail by 12. Now here's Booker. His last outing, he had 24 points. Knocks down the long J.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Booker, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Here's Randall. And here's MP from outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That makes them 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
And here are the Suns now. They trail by 14. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Left side McDaniels. From deep, MP counted from distance. MP's got 18 points in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Gillespie, still without a bucket. To end the run. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering.
Connects again from distance.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he sustained it all year long.
Wow, what a ride he is on as he closes in on second place on the single-season three-point leaderboard.
And he's already surpassed Curry's mark from 2019. Next up is James Harden's total from that season, 378.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some changes for Phoenix. Allen comes in for Brooks. And Green is subbed in for Gillespie. And so it's Phoenix with it. Pass to Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The three is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Green against DiVincenzo. Green, the pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. Booker can't get it to go.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And here's MP from outside. Drills it from deep. Alexander Walker's got 27 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Williams with it. Ingles covering. Booker for three. And it's Booker again missing. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Allen outside. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Green. Can they get it? And it's MP with a rebound. DeSumo on the wing. Back to MP. Here is DiVincenzo. MP outside. Let's go with a three. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Williams' shot is good.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. And it's done in at the four-man position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to DeSumo. Back to MP. Lets the three fly. Good! Another from three.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for second for the most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019, 378 triples shared for now. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's the three. And again for three.
And that shot pushes him further up the all-time ladder for threes in a season.
And the next mark on his list, the top spot. What a season to remember.
Yeah, that top mark is owned by Stephen Curry. 402 triples set in 2016. But for now, a new mark for second place.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Dosunmu, the pass to Alexander Walker. The three, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
The Suns have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Brooks against Edwards. Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. For three, Booker. McDaniels with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
Here's Gillespie, following the score by Minnesota. Over MP. Gillespie can't get it to go. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 19-6 run. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back over to you, Brian.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Alexander Walker. Now Edwards. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. For three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Booker. 4-3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
MP finds Edwards. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 48.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Booker. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Timberwolves. He added to his astounding total of three-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And here's a good one. Gerald Hops inquires, what would happen if the league got rid of the three-point line?
I actually love that idea. Get rid of those little guys running around on the outside. Earn your living in the paint.
Yeah, nope. Let's not go back to the olden days. No, thank you.
Well, you know, the league is always looking for ways to improve and evolve, but I agree. I don't see that one happening anytime soon. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court for Minnesota. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. MP is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Clock at 6. Pass to McDaniels. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. Booker, the pass to Brooks. Here's Gillespie. Dunn left side. Three-pointer. Gillespie can't get it to go.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
A deep 3 from MP. Williams grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He hits the 2nd from the line. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Back to Daniels. MP inside. Randall finds MP. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Here's Gillespie. He's scoreless. Brooks outside. Pass to Gillespie. Now here's Dunn. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Brooks from outside. Alexander Walker grabs the board. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Booker, the pass to Gillespie. Done with it. Randall's there, and he converts the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Gillespie. Williams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Outstanding work on the offensive glass from Mark Williams. That's the energy and activity they want.
Back to MP. There's the 3. And another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Booker. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
It's McDaniels on the wing. From deep, MP nails it from 3. MP's got 54 points.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Outside Booker. Some solid defense from Edwards.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Gillespie. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds now.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Hits the trifecta.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Back to MP. Left side McDaniels. MP outside. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by MP. MP's got 8 assists in the game. Pass to Dunn. There's a screen. And Booker puts up a deep three. The rebound by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The floater. Oh, connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Back to Brooks. Pass to Booker. From deep. On target from range. Booker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
MP scanning the floor. And here's McDaniels. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards outside. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Alexander Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Gillespie. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Outside Booker. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Pass to Gillespie. This one for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 9 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. He's checked in for Minnesota. MP comes in for Highland. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 so far. He got it again! Sensational!
And he's got 60 again. I mean, I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
To tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
And here's MP from outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Gillespie passes to Williams. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Steps back. Shot is good by Gillespie. Gillespie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon. Back to MP. The 3 is up. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Gillespie. Covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Dunn. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Dosunmu. From deep, MP. Good. He hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Outside for Booker. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Right wing. Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Shannon. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Booker surveying the D. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Great open look there.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Gillespie passes to Williams. Here's Booker. Pass to Brooks. To win the drought. Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
From deep, MP. And the miss. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the...
Your fans on social media are constantly beating the drum about how important you are to the team's success.
Yeah, I've been here.
Brian, over to you.
As always, thank you, Jennifer.
There he is, man, myth, legend. There he is. After that beat.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2. Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
MP, what do you think about going up against Dylan Harper?
Trivia time. Did you know he and I played in the same number of NCAA tournament games?
0?
Exactly. But I played a season in Europe against grown men. That's an advantage I got. He's good, but I know I'm better.
I guess we'll find out. Thanks, MP.
No, I'm better, Dom.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dom, thanks. And the starting group for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Harper. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. And for the Timberwolves, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Anthony Edwards out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the center position. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen, and opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch. Thank you. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Now, let's go courtside for a report on MP's history-making season.
Thanks, guys. Well, a pretty auspicious record he set. The most 60-point games in a season. He's on a tear for the ages and has established himself as one of the most combustible scorers in the game. Guys?
Yeah, all right. He is combustible. Thank you very much. Let's go cross-court to hear more about the season MP has put together.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's been shooting lights out all year long. He's now made the second most triples ever in a season. And, you best believe it, no shot is out of his range. Guys?
Well, he is a real flamethrower. Thanks. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Good on both. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Castle misses. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Now, Wembanyama turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Harper, no good.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harper wide open. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And here's MP for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 12 points in the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. MP really making a difference here.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Spurs, 3 spots below.
And I think for Minnesota, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by San Antonio. Out to Edwards. Back to Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wembanyama has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so MV will bring it up for Minnesota. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group. Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Osumu finds MP. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The three from MP. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Cornette, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to McLaughlin. Fires from deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
On the wing, DiVincenzo fires the 3. MP, no good. Spurs trail by 13. Barnes outside. Here's McLaughlin. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Buries it from 3-point range. MP's got 21.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
McLaughlin, the pass to Barnes. Here's McLaughlin. San Antonio again missing. Alexander Walker with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. And that one is stuffed right through.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nuggets.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Wembanyama. McLaughlin offline with his 3. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Timberwolves. Minnesota leading by 18. On the floor for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Harper. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at power forward. Pass to Dosunmu. And here's MP for 3. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Here's Champagnie. Bangs home the trifecta. Champagnie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. MP outside. Looking for Dosunmu, and he gets it there. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
RJ, you and I talk to people around the league, and there's a lot of chatter about Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, you can't deny Ayo's speed and shooting ability. And as he's progressed, he's become much better at reading defenses.
Harper, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The 3 from MP. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Outside Harper. Back to Castle. Here's Champagnie. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Harper. And just miss after miss right now.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
The 3 from MP. Sinks the 3-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 36.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Dosunmu. Spurs also with the sub. Miller's checked in for Castle.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And San Antonio shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Harper, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for MP. And he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here's Vassell from the arc. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Harper. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He hasn't even made 1 point yet this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, one and all.
They won't see home sweet home for a while, but sometimes the road creates solidarity for the guys. Team unity.
Especially if you're...
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Timberwolves. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the points. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Spurs passing it around. Harper with the ball. MP's there. A three from Wembanyama. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Oh, great ball movement there.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Pass to Wembanyama. Fades back. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Back to MP. Fires the three. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks. Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
McDaniels finds Alexander Walker. From past the arc, nailed from three-point land. Alexander Walker's got 53.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Over in the corner, McDaniels for the 3. And MP with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. Alexander Walker's got 12 points now in the quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Champagnie. And it's off from three-point range. Now the Timberwolves with it. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. And here's MP for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Edwards against Castle. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Now Castle. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McDaniels gets a wide open look. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Castle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Castle's got 9.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
MP against Harper. The 3 from MP. Cans it from downtown. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
They set the pick. And here's Vassell from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to MP. Beyond the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Champagnie. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Wembanyama. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
There's the 3. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Pass to Champagnie. Now, here's Vassell. Here's Champagnie. It's stolen by Randall. Now Edwards. Castle covering. And here's MP for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Castle on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Castle finds Vassell. And the 3 ball is good. Vassell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
MP against Harper. Back to MP. From downtown, drops in the tray.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here's Harper from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Timberwolves. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the...
Both teams making substitutions here. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
On the court for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Harper, and it's Champagnie in at the 4. Outside Harper, launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Outside Harper, fires for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dosunmu's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Wembanyama. The baseline jumper goes down. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
MP kicks to Ingles. Back to MP. Pass to Highland. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Good on the three-point shot. Wembanyama's got 25 points in the game.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. And it's MP with the rebound. To the right side. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one.
Thanks, guys. A $50 and a win, and I already know you'll say one doesn't mean much without the other. You really mean it, though? Isn't that what players have to say? What's the danger in admitting what anybody who's played at any level knows to be true? Scoring is fun.
Don, if I get 30 rebounds and we lose, nobody wants to know how much fun I have. All they care about is the L we just took. Points are a big deal to a lot of people, and I get that. But if you get them in a loss, it takes the air right out the room. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I really don't. That's just how it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific stuff, Dominic.
All right. We're back in the locker room after I just took Dylan Harper to school.
All right, what do you think of his game? You feel like he's overrated or?
Nah, he's a solid player. It's just more that I'm underrated. But that's all going to change real quick after today. Put some respect on my name. MP, out.